Alright, welcome back, gamers. We are hopping back into Armored Shell 2. I said Armored Shell, Mortal Shell. I combined the name of the game with Armored Core, my bad. Mortal Shell 2. Excellent intro. So, last time, we had gotten a bunch of maps from a merchant that showed us the locations of different things we didn't have unlocked on the map. This one is one of my current goals, and I missed some stuff at some point in Mushroom Village to be able to get it. There's a key that we're looking for there. So we're gonna head back there and look around and see if we can find what I missed.
4 years. I've loved every minute. Thanks, Muck. So thick.
So thick? Thank you, Mechalus. I assume you're talking about the character in game. I don't know that I can claim these proportions. Alright, let me see. Did the crit tar stone get max? Wait, what? Why is there nothing equipped over here? What the hell? Target incompatible.
Good morning everyone and welcome to the voluptuous world of Mortal Cheeks 2, a wonderful place where the hips don't lie, and unlike GLaDOS's this cake is not a lie, so take a bite and relax to the sweet sound of them clapping Mukluk bongo.
Oh my god.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
That was very strange.
Watch how I
Sorry, hang on a sec. I had stuff equipped over here, and now I suddenly don't, and I don't know why. Is it because of the weapon? Tarstone incompatible. Okay, so some of these stones don't work with some weapons. I did not realize that. Let's see, free range crit chance. Alright, so combat. So, perforation, critical. So this one, unyielding stone, that's incompatible. And then leech. Huh. Okay, what if I change? I just want to see what happens here. Go back to the sword I was using. Go to Tarstones. Okay, and then that one's there. Okay, so over here, this stuff over here changes based on the weapon in hand. Okay, so you don't have to re-equip stuff every time. Alright, I did not know that until just now. Okay. Mushroom Village. We've already been here before, but obviously missed some stuff, so... Okay. Specimen. Alright. That was a chest. We already got that. Let's see. Oh, mushroom. I wonder if these regrow or if I simply missed that. Also, I'm noticing my bow has 6 ammunition currently. Last night it had a max of 5, so I don't know how that happened either. But I'll take it. I am really glad that you did not trigger the TTS with that. Thank you, Watermelon. Let me see. Thank you, Muck, for the amazing streams of Guild Wars 2 vids. I would never have learned about the greatness of Gale Shot. Oh no, oh dear, I spilled my cup of coffee on my desk. 1 minute. Uh-huh. Burnt effigy. Did you get a new weapon? We hunted down a few weapons yesterday. This is one of them. So kind of trying it out. Another specimen. Love the hilt bash with that thing. Burn effigy, specimen. Did you get a third shell? Yeah. I got this old guy with brass knuckles, and he can sacrifice half his health to freeze time and do a whole bunch of hits on enemies, and then time continues, and they take all the hits at once. However, when I did that, you know, it takes half his health, and the total damage from freezing time and wailing on an enemy for a long period of time was less than this character just firing one grappling hook at an enemy. So, it was not good currently. Maybe later on it will, you know, get better. But right now, he was, like, significantly worse than this, this shell. My question about arrow card setup, did you reworking that build at some point? I might have made some tweaks to it. If you do exclamation build and go to the link that pops up for my ranger, one of the builds is called arrow cart. That's the current iteration of it. You're welcome to copy it if you want. Specimen coin gloom.
Good boy.
Okay, these guys have changed again. Last time he was bathing in the cauldron.
He was like taking fire, burning until nothing left. I heal him.
You made him think he's a frog? Alright.
Frog is teacher. Warts hold wisdom. Anything? No itch in throat? No twitch in leg?
Sounds like she's trying to turn us into a frog, too. Muck, did you hear that the voice of Optimus Prime just passed away? I did not. I did not hear that. That is unfortunate. We've had quite a few stars all pass away in a row. Why Soul Beast? For Arrow Cart? Okay, so when a Soul Beast is merged with a pet, you get this. You get stats added to yourself. So that means a Soul Beast who is hitting the barrage button will have their barrage do more damage than every other elite spec. That's why. Also, you can use Sikkim and One Wolf Pack if you wish to increase your damage even further. Which the other builds can't do.
In ashes, renew.
Mark, are you gonna try the Star Wars XCOM? I'm willing to try it, but it's not something I'm, like, super excited for. So it's not, like, at the front of my mind.
Prepare to be awakened.
Look, did you ever return to that fight with the 2 Grish yet? That fight is still alive. We have not beaten that one yet. Okay. Alright, I know where this is. Are you excited for Notice Falls? I think we watched a trailer for it from the Gamescom thing, and I think I thought it looked neat. So that's kind of where I'm at. It looks neat. Oh my god. Alright. That hurt.
Chat, press 1 if you are here for Mukluk. 2 if you are here for the cake. Just saying. 2.
Wow. Wow. I'm just imagining I swap shells out later and everybody just disappears. Haven't found anything new yet. Can level up. Got 2 shell points unspent. Let's see, can add lightning attacks to the biosampler, make it cost less resolve. Permanent damage increases up to 20%. Add stagger damage to it. Let's try adding stagger damage to it. You found a new weapon? I did. I'm trying to find another one right now. Why does Sauron have a booty in this game? Sauron? The main thing I am trying to find... Well, there's a bear trap. That's not what I was trying to find, but okay. The main thing I'm trying to find is the key to this door. And in the game, usually, keys are somewhere in the same zip code as where you need to use them. Second time I see you falling for that bear trap. The thing is like when you actually step in a bear trap, she rearms it getting out of it. And so you can like walk into the same one again later. It's stupid. The only way I know how to set them off is to like shoot them. Actually, hold on. Is there... Okay, hold on. We have a downward attack. Where is it? Oh, she steps forward too much when she does that. What the hell? Why does she keep turning left? Okay, there. That hit it. Hold on, what? No, not that. From the 3 melee weapons you got so far, the big greatsword's moveset is my favorite from what I've seen. It has lots of stagger. It does have lots of stagger. It is very, very slow, though. Weren't you going for axe and dagger last night? That's literally what I'm working on right now. I believe the axe and dagger is in a tome right there. And somewhere in that tome is a key. I need to find said key. Or, sorry, somewhere to get into that tome is a key, and I need to find the key. There, that's what I meant. What's down here? Okay, I remember that frog. We gave him a mushroom that made him feel better, and then he gave us a item that sold to the merchant for like 2,000 gold. Hey, Muck, hope you're doing well. Hey, Overlord. Yeah, I'm doing good. I guess I should have gone for parries. I took 2 hits from him. Crap, do I have to die to get down now? I thought this was some kind of secret area. Alright. Hang on. I'm going to just go to the main menu and load back in, which will put me back at the last waypoint. So you have to search around randomly for a key without any clues? Sounds exhausting. Well, I mean, there's plenty of areas I haven't fully explored yet. I could just go into any of those, and then just, like, when I find it, I find it. But I really wanted to try out this weapon set, and so that's making me just kind of, you know, tunnel vision on this thing. This is taking a really long time. This is surprising. Yeah, in the first, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours of the game, we didn't find a single additional weapon besides the one we started with. They're uncommon. Last night, we got a couple of them, but they were, like, every one that we gotten was, like, bigger and slower than the one that we started with. So we got, like, a great sword, a great axe, and a greater sword. So I was trying to find something smaller and faster to see how it felt to use. How many are there in total? I'm not sure. I've got markers on the map for maybe like a dozen of them. Like half of them melee, half of them ranged. I'm a little worried that the game hung up. It has never taken this long to load. It's not frozen. Wait. Wait, what? I can swing my axe. Okay, so I'm like still in the game, but the video's not working. Alright, I guess I'm gonna end the task. That's a weird one. Save that for the review. That's a bug? Yeah, that's a bug. Windshark says I know where the key is. Do you know if I've already passed it, or if it's in an area I haven't been? I'm on the fence about looking up where it is, because it might improve my enjoyment. You passed it. Alright, give me a hint. That's the guy that we unlocked last night. With the knuckles. Dancing at bonfire. Okay, I think that's over this way. Another thing I feel like I had when I was playing this in the demo is I think I already had the guitar weapon at this point, and I did not find that yet. Alright, dancing at bonfire, you said. That makes me think of this. Oh wait, the arches. That's one of those arches that changes the terrain somehow. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, so I had to come here, look through this archway from the right angle, and then the key spawned on the wall. Alright. Top off health. see what's in here. Nothing behind me. Alright, that's 4 dudes. What? I just did my hook attack, and it spent it, but it didn't actually do it. It's weird. Gaze upon your king so true, back and back you shall pass through. Gaze upon your king so true. Is that the king? Okay, we got a puzzle here. Okay, it does seem like all of these statues are facing him. It's not a fake wall. Is there a spot I can, like, kneel at or something? This one torch isn't lit. Is it a perception thing? Do I have to be, like, looking at it from the right angle? Is there anything under the elevator? No, it's just a pit. Gaze upon your king so true, back and back. Do I, like, back up while looking at him? I was wondering if I break the statues that we're not looking at his back, but that's not it. Whenever I see the work Exterminator, I immediately think of StarCraft. I played far too much StarCraft back in the day. Ghost reporting. We did a playthrough of StarCraft 1 and 2 just in the last couple months. So I don't think I need to shoot anything in here, because every puzzle that involves shooting something will have like an ammo node nearby, because you might show up there with no ammo, so it always provides it. So I don't think shooting anything is the answer. It says, gaze upon your king. All the statues are facing this guy, so he's got to be the king. But I do not know what it wants me to do. Ceiling? Anything on the ceiling? Oh, wait. Do I, like, look at him and back through the door? Oh! Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay. Yep. That took me a minute. That might be a trap plate. Yo, metal, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Rank situation.
Metal gifting 10 subs to the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your critical thinking skills. Gonna play some XCOM Star Wars. Thank you. Have fun.
Sure.
Sure. I was sure that was gonna stagger him, so I kept swinging, and I was wrong. Axe and dagger. Oh, alright. So we started the game with this. Last night we got a bigger sword and a big axe. This is the first one-handed weapon set that we found. Dual wield. Well, weapons that fit in one hand, but yes, it's dual wield. So it's like axe, dagger. Okay, yeah, so there's a 3 attack chain for lights. That's heavies. Still pretty slow. Yeah, it's slower than I would have thought. Okay, sprint attack is a double hit. That's sprint heavy. Okay. Oh, wait, I just realized. I have to do tar stones on this. Not that way. Out here to the right, I've not been yet. I don't know if I've done this one yet. Let's take a peek.
Come at me, fucking clot.
Okay, chest is already open. Yes, I've already done this place. Alright. Wait, what? Oh. For a second, I thought that was like a one-way passage. What can you mark locations you've cleared? Oh my god, yeah, you can. Huh. I didn't realize you could do that. Well, now I kind of feel like I need to double check it. Alright, so I guess I'll do that going forward. I didn't know that was something I had the ability to do on the map. I knew I could make like a beacon of light on the map, but this type of marker I did not know. Alright, so I'm just gonna double check it. Oh. Missed that parry. Oh! That happened. I think I remember this dungeon, like, at some point, I went somewhere, and I got teleported in here into that prison cell. And then I had to fight my way out, like a jailbreak type thing. That didn't work. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I've done everything I can in here. So I'll mark that one. Wait, did that do 3 hits? Yeah, I think it's axe, dagger, axe. So if you do a sprint into a light attack, it does axe, dagger, axe really quick. Oh, the snails. Missed that parry. Dang it. Ooh, haven't been here. Devout's chalice, more mushrooms. Anything else over here? This feels like a weird dead end. Okay. Let's double check this one, and then I'll mark it as clear on the map if I can. By the way, Mug, I picked your starting class of Dark Tide after much reading out of the 4 classes. Psyker seemed more fun for me. Of the original 4, I mained Psyker for a long time. And then I also very much enjoyed Zealot after that. I would say Veteran and Ogryn I never really got into. Oh! As soon as I saw the rocks crumbling, I was like, wait, this is that one that collapses. Did I lose all my leech stacks? I had over 100. I did. Damn it. Dude, that really sucks. Like, I still was in the shell, too. So that doesn't just, like, knock you out of the shell. You're just mucking dead. Zealot seems really focused. It is. How'd you get robes? I found them in a dungeon. Alright, Black Ridge Pass. Who's the one that gets the doggo? Arbites. He's one of the DLC classes. Arbites has the dog. Yeah, I'd say Veteran is mostly range focused, Zealot's mostly melee focused, Psyker's a wizard, Ogryn's mostly tank focused. Alright. I don't really want to go back through this dungeon, so I'm just going to say that I'm pretty confident I cleared it before. I remember we got some loot and the whole place started collapsing and we had to run out while the ceiling was falling, and if any of the things hit you, it was a one-shot kill. So I don't really want to do that again. Let's see, Shattered Beacon. This thing? One down there. Why did it stop targeting the archer? Okay. Did I finish this one? What the heck? What? I don't even know if that was a bug or not. I remember this dungeon now. I'm marking it as clear, but what the heck was that? Like, I shot them, and the shot went right through, and I was like, oh, they're not hostile. And I walked up, and they exploded. That is some horse crap. I was trying to grappling the guy in the back. Oh, duh, I'm not in my shell. I can't use the grapple. That's why. Hi, Bertrie. Specimen. Oh no! Ow! 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 Ow!
Hopper.
Hi, Neov. Good morning. I almost have enough for a level up. All right. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the axe dagger. It definitely feels slow for dual wield. Like, this is a bit faster than the sword I was using earlier, but it has, you know, it still has range. The axe dagger has a very short attack range. Muck found the chapel key. Yeah, I got a hint from chat, and then that got me into the right area, and then I was able to find it. I might go put a few upgrades on the two-hand axe. Let's see. This way and then left. Yes.
You find anything?
You like the axe one with the gut sword? Yes.
Perhaps, are you?
Wait. What? The axe dagger started at +3 and the veteran's battle axe started at +5? Or +4, I mean? Like, the only weapon I've spent upgrades on was Iconoclast, so the others started with some upgrades. That's great. The Trebuchets did not. Alright. So I guess other than the starting weapon, the others start with some stuff.
Blessings upon you, Harbinger.
Let's see. Alright, where all have we not been? Alright, I'd like to get that bird to open up this area. Gloomshade Grove. Down here, Corrupted Gate. I'm trying to remember, where did Corrupted Gate take me? Marrowkey Beacon, that's where I'm at now. Let's see, Mushroom Village Gate, alright. Okay. So I still haven't finished clearing the stuff that was in the demo. So like I remember the final boss of the demo was this like old lady in a flaming wheelchair. And I'm pretty sure that was in this direction. Oh my god, there's traps. Okay, I don't... Stepping forward and dodging back, and trying to dodge forward through them, both of those got me hit. Oh, it's a 1-2, shoot.
5, 4.
that's not good. Alright. Heavy to break the shield. Okay. Oh, she's healing him.
Toil and trouble.
Oh, I dodged twice, but the hang time on that move was so much. Where am I on the map right now? It just shows me in the corrupted gate. Oh, I thought it was dead. Mark, does height have any significance in Dark Tide? Yes. Yes, it does. So, let me give you an example. So, the humanoid, let's say all the humanoids that are like the Psyker, the Veteran, the Zealot, they're about the same height, okay? The Hive Scum, he's 5'10". He's a head shorter. The Skitarii is taller than average, and the Ogryn is the tallest. The Skitarii and the Ogryn, if they are surrounded by just a horde of the weakest monsters, they can see over them and shoot stuff in the back, but also be shot by stuff in the back. The Skitarii and the Ogryn, if they're carrying a heavy object, they can move a little faster than other people because they're bigger. The Hive Scum is so short, if he's surrounded by the weakest mobs, he can't see over them. So it does have a bearing. Okay, so we're back here. Which beacon is this? Seeping Mire. Oh, I can almost afford another level up. Yeah, so beyond, so in this corrupted gate, I guess everything past the gate is not a, it doesn't like show it on the map? It's like a pocket dimension or something? I don't know. Maybe you don't have the map for it? Even, so like when I was over here, I don't have the map for this area, but it still showed my marker there, right? But in here, it's not showing my marker anywhere. So I don't think it's the same. These explode when they die, so that's why I'm backing away. Whoa, what? I got like stuck on that like object on the ground. Okay, there's a path down that way. Laterite. Can I go in this building? Doesn't look like there's much in here. Okay, so at the end of this area, there was a left and a right. Left takes us here. Nice. Okay. And cleanse beacon. Taller is better in dark ties. You want to be able to reach the stovepipe on a Plogren. That said, eventually none of that will matter to you with enough hours of the game. That is true. That is true. Like, again, my favorite thing in Darktide to play currently is Skitarii. It's taller. So, like, if I'm surrounded by a horde, I can kill a sniper that's in the back because I'm a little taller than the horde is. But also, the sniper can get an easier headshot on me. And sometimes I've been, like, in a group and I was the only person taller than average. And then I walk in a room and they're all fighting and all the gunners are shooting me, despite the fact that I'm in the back. So, there's pros and cons to it, but, you know, you play any of the things enough, you'll get used to it. Okay, that hurt a lot. Specimen. Whoa, what? Something above me. Blog post. Species spotlight the Asura. Oh my goodness. Look at those furry little people. Oh, this armor set looks familiar. Isn't this an armor set in Guild Wars 2? I feel like I recognize that. Alright, well, know what I'm going to be doing at the end of the stream. specimen.
Rot and ruin.
Oh, I remember this from the demo. There was something tough up ahead, and I kept coming back and hitting this thing for ammunition to keep shooting it to death. I don't remember what it was, but I do remember that. Oh no, no! Why did you go back into it? Oh my god. GW3 is safe for me. Laterite.
Your mind will atone.
There's an elevator over there. Alright.
On your blasphemer.
98%. I need to hit one more thing to be able to transform again. Laterite. This is the entrance. I missed something. This place isn't cleansed yet. I missed something. Alright, so I need to drop down over there. Corroded stone. Projectiles do 8% of the original damage every 7 seconds for 30 seconds. Okay. That's... those are some odd numbers to put on there. And what would that be replacing? The knockback thing. Bleed ticks every 7 seconds. That is what we're looking for. Okay, that cleanses the beacon, and we got another egg. Don't have any shell points right now. Okay. Oh wait, which beacon was this? This is Sunken Village. So Sunken Village, stuff in 2 directions. Oh god, I kind of remember this. Wow, I hit them for so little damage. Oh no. No! Okay. Did that boss's Moa signet you? Yeah, it turned me into a sheep. I actually already have a trinket that turns me into a sheep. Just not using it right now.
You've come far. The matron will not be pleased. She once protected these lands, the eggs too, until she was gravely wounded by some strange, tentacled creature.
Etching needles. Bring to Franz to discover its true purpose. Bunch of tar spores. Wait. Unlock shell summon. Spend a glimpse to permanently unlock this summon. What is it? Wait, does this like summon him to help with the fight? Is that what this is? Because like I already have Smear. I'm assuming that summons him to help with the fight. Alright. I politely decline. Alright. I'm pretty sure this was the final boss of the demo, which I did beat it, but don't remember everything I did. Flaming wheelchair grandma. Wait. I'm gonna put that on for burn mitigation for now. Don't know which way to dodge for that. Lost all my leech sacks. Alright, try it again. Let's see, this way. Was there not a faster respawn point? Don't see one. Let's try Axe Dagger for this, see how it feels. Okay, I'm trying to find my... already out of heals. I don't know how I triggered that. Get wrecked, Grandma. Oh, dang it. I'm knocked out of it immediately. Oh my god. Double knockout? Okay. I didn't see what the loot was. Is there something here that's new? I thought I saw a stone. Oh, shoot. Consume 100 resolve to rise into the air and unleash a flurry of ruthless strikes. Huh. I could try it. I'm surprised you aren't reading the Asura post. I'll do it at the end of the stream. Yeah, I saw her at 1 hit point. I definitely greeted there at the end, but I was so afraid that she would like run me over with the wheelchair again, and I would fail to avoid it. Almost at level up, but not yet. Cleanse Beacon. So at this point, I'm at the end of what was the demo. But in the demo, I found the guitar weapon, and I haven't found that here. So I've missed the guitar weapon at some point. Dude, how many of those eggs did we just find?
Yes, you know your purpose. Bring the ova back to me.
I'm glad the lady shall not trouble us anymore. Well done, Harbinger.
$27 ovum siphid, 15 ventrium, 2400 gloom. So I'll put it there for now. Yeah, I'll need to try that out at some point and see if it's good. Alright, maybe things changed for the demo? Or I missed it.
Harbinger.
So then there's these other shells I haven't found yet. Smeared. 5,000 to locate that one on the map. 5,000 for that one. 10,000 for that one. Alright, can't afford that right now, so I guess we'll just see if I stumble upon them. Let's see if the merchant has any new things.
Well, look at you, Briv. I hope you treat her well.
Nope, I bought all those. Oh, he sells smithing stuff now. There's a few new things here. Martyr's Ash. Don't know what that does.
Take 'em all.
Cures blood curse and grants blood curse mitigation for 30 seconds. Cures frost and frost mitigation for 30 seconds. What are shells gameplay-wise in this game? Think of it like a suit of armor. The shells are essentially the bodies of dead people that had skills, and you are, let's just say you're like a spirit thing, and you can inhabit the body and use the skills that it had. So it's like an armor, and it gives you some unique abilities. They have their, like, there's a talent, there's a level, like your level up, and then each shell has its own level as well. So, for example, right now, I've been mostly playing this lady. She's like a warrior, and she also has more item find. Like when she loots things, you sometimes get this extra item that sells for 100 gold. And she's got more health and yada yada. This guy is another one I've got. He's like a thief. He's squishier, but he has a thing that rewards perfect dodge iframes. So if you get perfect dodges, he does some like big counter attacks. And the only other one I've got right now is this guy, which is like a Templar type old man. And he has a move where he could like stop time and hit an enemy a whole bunch of times, and then time resumes and they explode and take all the damage at once. I don't have his tree opened up, so I can't see all his other abilities, but right now the strongest one I've got is that armored lady. You have to find shells. So you start the game, you're just playing the Harbinger, the guy that inhabits the shell. And anytime your shell dies, you get knocked out of it, and you have like a second hit point bar, but you're squishier. You start the game as the Harbinger, and you find a shell at the beginning, and you lose it at the end of the tutorial, and then the others you find over time. Okay. Let's see. You can see the abilities without investing levels.
She could do a lot
Can?
more if we fixed her up.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Hang on. Give needles.
Ah, yes. Her old teeth, so to speak. With these, she can pierce even the hardest rock. Even tar stones. Well, let's face it. She's got a real bite now.
Temper tar stones. Alright. Oh wow, it's really cheap. It just costs coin. It's just 100 gold for each one. Coin becomes more valuable than gloom. Well, remember the lady I'm playing finds extra coins, so... Basically, she's got a thing where when I kill an enemy, there's a chance they drop a sample, and the sample sells for 100 gold. So let's see how many I've got right now. I have 13. So that's another bonus for playing her. Alright, so someone said that you can see the talents even if you don't have them unlocked. So, hold on. Let me take a look here. So if I go to her and I say shell abilities... Oh, I can see them. Okay. Let's see. Each level improves the biosampler. Each level improves grafted armor. When reviving, crafted armor always mitigates damage for 8 seconds. That's kind of cool. Okay. So, what if I look at Smart? Fist inflicts more chaos stacks. Each level improves deadly revelation. Each level makes Smart more resistant from being severed. At 25% health or lower, you have a 30% chance to avoid a fatal blow. Gain access to kick and fighting stance. Miracles cost less resolve to activate. Permanently enters fight stance and no longer uses a melee weapon. That's kind of cool. Ground punch. While faithful, any healing received does 15 splash damage around Smurf. Any healing received. What if you're healing every second from a mushroom? Is that just going to constantly detonate around you? While Miracle is active, every 32 chaos stacks inflicted, Smart has a 5% chance to replenish Miracle duration. Okay. And then heal. Yes, Charmon. I'm saving it for the end. Shadow Strike, Shadow Dash activation window. Shadow Strike detonates all poison attacks on the target. More damage, shadowed. You would think this guy would have a way of getting extra gold since he's a thief. Shadow Dash leaves behind a shadow clone that does 2 poison stacks to enemies that strike it. The thing is it takes a lot of glimpses to level these up, and so far I put most of them into Proxima, so I don't have enough to level the others up even if I wanted to right now. Okay, so... where was Sunken Village? There, Gutted Mire. Yeah, see, all of these aren't on the map. Alright, so from Sunken Village, there was another pathway that I remember that I need to check still. You can respec for free, right? When you respec, you refund your shell points to respin them. You don't refund your glimpses. Revered Gland. Oh, that's an upgrade for my healing item. Oh, of course we tab target the one over in Timbuktu. Alright, so the other pathway I mentioned... Oh, I got both of them. It's here. I never looked this way. Oh, I remember this. That totem explodes. If I swing there and my weapon cleaves through that glowing stick, it's gonna blow up. What are glimpses? So glimpses is what opens up the talent tree. So I could refund... Alright, let's pretend I've got 8 talent points on Proxima right now. I could refund those and have them unspent, then swap to the thief, but he's only got the first row of the talent tree opened up to spend those points in. And you need glimpses to open up the talent tree, which so far, I think I might have spent 1 on the thief and all the rest on her so far. Alright, let's try this new thing. That's pretty cool. Poisoned. Graphic was a little bugged there. So I'm not sure if I wonder if different weapons do different amounts of stagger? Because that snake thing, I swear when I had the battle axe, it took me 2 parries to stagger it. Or, and like, do a riposte. But with this, it was like 3 or 4. And if that is the case, if I'm right about that, that would be a con to these. Shrike Stone. Consume 70 resolve to leap a high and plunge your weapon into the ground ahead. The attack triggers a shockwave upon landing that does 150 splash damage. Doesn't work with this weapon. Alright. Think I fully explored this area. Need to go back to that place I didn't find that stone. There you go. Upgrade how many times we can use our healing item. And find another place to go. Citadel of Penance. I don't remember this, but I do know I have a Citadel lever in my bag. Yeah, this area. Okay. I do remember this now.
We got a rank 61.
These are the pots that sometimes detonate. Gotta be careful.
Wandering one.
Oh. Screw it, I'm hit. Specimen, that's 100 gold. Mark, have you played Outward? Doesn't ring a bell. I don't think so.
Come on, tosser.
Thought so. Revered gland. Oh, there's one behind me. That's illegal. Ventrium. Oh my god, so many of these things. Dodge did not move me far enough. I'll say a pro for this weapon is because it does multiple small hits, it seems to get you back into your shell faster. Because after you get knocked out of your shell, you have to do a number of hits to be able to get back into it, and that seems to be quicker with this. Okay, so we got a path going down, like a ramp down into there. We got a path going this way. Chest open. Okay, oh. That right, okay, that is the... This is where I teleported here earlier. So I guess we went in a massive circle? $250 coin.
Why not luck?
That did not go well. Oh, lol. Can't aim down at him.
What's next, Harbinger?
Oh. Oh, how do I get up there to him? He's got a map.
To arms. The maid.
Okay, so that's the ramp that I came down earlier, and then I went that way. So I've gone like all the way around. Are you winning, champ? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Made some more progress.
Almost
Did he
4
fall?
years
I think he fell.
subbed. Woo.
Whoa! I can't see! Holy crap, what a terrible camera. Didn't have me or the enemy in it. Okay, there's Rook over there. Take map. Yay! Yay, great success. Alright, so we got this now. What's the difference between you bald and wearing armor? So your shell is like a dead hero's body that you're possessing. So this is a lady named Proxima. So when I get to 0 health at Proxima, the Harbinger is the character I'm playing, he gets knocked out of it. And there's other shells that you can find from other notable people in this world. Dang muck, you thick. Yup. Where's the crossbowman? There he is. Okay. Ranged attacker guy's dead. Oh, hey. Thanks. Oh, I thought I would kill him before he hit me.
For a joust.
I'm debating on getting this game. Would you recommend it? If you like Souls-likes, I think this is a solid one. Like, it is responsive. I've had like 1 or 2 bugs in like 10 hours so far. It feels good to play. It feels good. Like, honestly, I'm having more fun playing this right now than Elden Ring. Now, that's not to say that the world is larger, because Elden Ring is absolutely massive, but I mean in, like, the minute-to-minute gaming. There's also the free demo. True, yeah. You could just try the demo and see what you think of it. Is this breakable? Nope, looked like it might have been. Maybe because you played a spellcaster in Elden Ring, you had to juggle a lot of spells and menus. Elden Ring had a similar parry system to Dark Souls, where it's like the clunky parry, and this one it's instant response. I like that a lot. And like just moving around feels smoother. Like, Elden Ring, you did have more customization of your character than this. So I do miss that, but still. I'm having a lot of fun right now. No stamina? True, there's no stamina bar. Like, you can sprint as much as you want. Wow, I swung twice and both missed. Oh, I remember this area. I was here earlier. Ventrium. Alright, so I've done a few circles around this castle, but haven't quite found whatever I'm supposed to find. And I still have Citadel Gate Lever. Unlocks the main gate of the Citadel of Penance. I'm at the Citadel of Penance. So I guess I haven't found the main gate where the lever goes. Is this anything? No, wasn't sure if that was like a water you could fall through. They have the Sekiro parry in Elden Ring, but it's a flask of bubble. It lasts like 5 minutes. Okay, well, I wouldn't count it then. That's like me saying they have an instant parry in Black Myth Wukong until you run out of mana and you can't use it anymore. But I enjoyed Elden Ring. Like I would say my favorite Souls-likes are Lies of P and First Berserker Kazan, because those were more responsive. Like, Elden Ring was fine, but I don't wish to play it again, because the controls were really rough. That's another thing, is the keyboard and mouse controls is pretty important to me. Hey Crimson.
Come on, Tosca.
No, Crimson, I'm gonna do it before the end of the stream. FromSoft's parry system is one you have to spend time with. Yeah, well, the thing is like, it's a system where you hit the button and then the parry happens after, not right when you hit the button. And I am simply someone who is not a fan of games with that parry. Like, I will play a build that doesn't have to parry if possible to get through that game if it's got that system. Figure out where to go. How's the game, by the way? It's a fun game. I'm kind of lost right now. I'm trying to figure out where to go, but it's a fun game. Hey, Merc, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. So right there's like a little bridge that goes into that big arena. And I was trying to find a way onto that bridge, but there's not a doorway down here. So then I saw that catwalk thing up there, and I was like, okay, maybe it's from there. And so then I tried looking for another way into that building, but I couldn't find a way into that building. Oh! Finally found something. Okay, where's this? It's like at the south end of the place. That's a lot of dudes. Haha! Bulwark Stone. On killing an enemy, gain damage reduction for a couple seconds. That's not very good. Alright, so that did not use up the lever I've got. So there's another gate somewhere that this goes to. Martyr's Prison Dungeon. Where's that? It's that way somewhere.
Hast thou metal?
A lot of mistakes there. Can I save you some pain about the lever? Not really a spoiler? Sure. It opens the front gate from outside. Oh, that's it? You're missing something massive in there, though? Hmm. Hey, y'all. Hey, Pips. Why would a Citadel even have a lever on the outside? It's so silly. I think I can probably get a level up now. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, I'm guessing I need to get into that big arena in the middle. I'm just not sure how to get up there. What are you doing for night streams now? Last night I did this. We finished up the game Wild Growth, and then we played this.
Slash.
Wait, what? Oh, those can be destroyed. whoa, 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 whoa. Was I supposed to fall down there? I'm shocked you dodged that. I have my moments. God. It doesn't show that his attacks are red until it's almost too late. Like, the attack is almost on me before the red flash happens. Alright, I got to remember how to get over there. That time. Where's the ghost guy I summoned? One of the ghost guys I summoned just immediately died and didn't do anything. If that had not happened, the boss would have died there. What? Why is there a giant in here? Bro, what the hell? Why was there a giant in the boss arena at that time? What if you come back and there's a second giant? Mm-hmm. More times you fail, the harder it gets. That's a idea. I think among the bosses I've fought, this might be the one that has more red attacks than any other. Like this one, like 2/3 of what he's doing you can't parry. I knew his attack pattern there, but I failed to cut. There we go. Is there phase 2? Wait, there's a shell here?
I was collecting tithes when I came upon the boy. Willem. His father had no coin, so he offered up his son as payment. The child didn't seem to care. I thought I could use him. I should have known better.
the choice. Shell memory. Someone's robbing him.
What are you doing? You're robbing me, aren't you?
Just curious.
Just like your father.
I don't have a father anymore.
Smart boy. Here, take this.
What trick is this?
No trick. Just a choice. Take the coin and run. Live off scraps and pilfered goods. Or find purpose. Swear yourself to me.
I pledge myself to you, Lord Eredream.
Switch to Eredream. Shoulder bash. Eredream lunges with his shoulders, slamming into enemies and dealing break damage. Hold F for shoulder bash. Deals sufficient damage to this type to leave them vulnerable to a riposte. Ethereal Diapason. Hold on, I'm watching the video again. Eredream smashes his Diapason to create a blinding shockwave that does break damage to all enemies in range. 2. Deals sufficient damage to this type to leave the victim vulnerable to riposte. Wait, so he has 2 active abilities? Executioner Shell passive. Executes enemies on low health and gains Slaughterer stacks by performing a riposte. Stacks are lost upon resting or being severed. Each stack raises the low health threshold at which enemies can be executed. Damn, that's pretty sweet. So, hang on. He looks pretty awesome, too. Reminds me of King Arthur Knight's Tale. Okay, so he has 2 abilities. F for shoulder bash and 3 for the AoE thing. And then his passive lets him execute more often and more easily. That is pretty freaking sweet. So, see, I thought these things were eggs, and maybe they're rotten eggs, I don't know. But I thought that my reward for killing that boss was going to be an egg from this pile. But it seems that's not the case. Alright, well, based on just reading his kit, this guy seems quite interesting to me. Synaptic Vessel. Oh, nice. That's an upgrade for the healing item. Okay. Alright, Banana, I'm assuming this was the big thing in this town that you told me I was missing. I was trying to do the shoulder bash thing, but it looks like it's really difficult to do if something's hitting you. So that makes it different from the other lady. Gotta find the jump pad out of here. Oh, that went through the wall. Dang it. Alright. I have never tried parrying the boulder before, but I just did it. So let's do some testing here. Alright, so shoulder. Okay, and that drained a lot of my energy. So I can't... So that took me from 6 crossbow bolts down to 2. So that filled like 3/4 of all of their break bars, but that was much faster to fire off. Alright, so if I just tap F, he just does that. So you have to hold it until that. And if you keep holding it and don't release it, it fires on its own after that sound. Okay. Alright, pretty neat. Let's go back to Marrow Keep and see what his level up stuff is.
Blessings upon you, Harbinger.
Is that the night? Let us discover his purpose together.
Oh, I have to spend 1 glimpse. Alright, I'll spend 1 now. The Immaculate Path.
It is I, Eredrim, the Venerable. I have returned to walk the Immaculate Path.
Then go on. Make your offering.
I've brought tithes, as requested.
Meaningless plunder.
And the boy, he too, will loyally serve.
Is that all?
What do you want? Speak plainly.
The child.
Yes?
Tell us of this. Eredrim the Venerable. You shall decide his fate. Child, tell us, why do you follow this knight?
I'm not certain. Well, my father is a liar and a cheat. He's weak, but Eredrim is a man of strength.
But are you a man of honor, Eredrim?
Truth or lie? Truth.
I have disgraced myself. That's why I'm here.
Is that so? Speak truthfully. What do you seek, Eredrim?
Truth.
Absolution. Peace. The venerated nectar. I've heard rumors that the Immaculates can free a man from his memories, his nightmares.
Perhaps. But we require more from you.
What must I do?
Place your hand upon the sword.
You will raise an army and bring order to Fallgrim.
I think we have that sword already. Okay. Each level reduces the resolve cost of Eredrim's abilities. Shoulder Bash charges faster, reduce resolve cost, minus Ethereal Diapason resolve costs. After killing an enemy with a riposte... Oh wow, look at the bottom one. After killing an enemy with a riposte, your abilities cost no resolve for 8 seconds. Each level improves Executioner. Riposte grants more stacks. Each level grants a new effect against frost mitigation. Improves Shoulder Bash. Slaughterer stacks also provide damage reduction. Ooh, that's awesome. Stacking DR, the longer you stay alive on this guy. When you use Mether's Pulse, restore resolve. Enemies broken by the Diapason suffer stasis. Each level improves Executioner. Executed enemies rupture. 3 damage or break damage. Shoulder Bash. Shoulder improves Executioner. Only 50% of Slaughterer stacks are removed upon resting. Oh, I didn't know resting would remove stacks. Each level grants various seal improvements. Alright, I want to try this guy for a while. Okay, hold on. Can I... How many more glimpses do I have? Oh, I don't have enough. I'm one short to get the next memory. I wonder if the merchant has any glimpses for sale. I bought one from him earlier.
If it isn't my best patron, or, well, really my only patron.
No, he doesn't.
Come back again.
Also, hold on, looking at his health bar right now, does he have more health than Proxima? Because of the ones I had, she had the most health before. Alright, I'm watching the health bar. Yeah, hers is a bit less. Not a lot less, but his health, he does have more health. Okay. Gives big parry window at max. Wait, what gives a bigger parry window? I didn't see that. Parry window is moderately longer. Gotcha. Alright, cool. Well, I like what I see on this guy so far. Okay. Where to next? Does he... Just making sure he has tar stones right now. Yeah, he does. He looks cool. He does look cool. I mean, not as much cheeks, you know, but still. Outskirts of Mammon. Let's see, Disciples Pass. This is outskirts of Noct. What was here? Let's check that out. What are the other shells? I don't know. I have a total of 4 now. We just got this guy. I don't know the others yet. Okay, we're very close to the bird. Wait, what? Oh. So you don't... okay, so I think I misunderstood something. So you don't get slaughter or stacks every time you kill something. Is it only when you kill with a riposte? You gain slaughter stacks by performing a riposte. Okay, and you get more when you kill with a riposte. So I'm at 28 stacks now. I actually thought that was gonna fail. I felt like I did that one way too early. Okay, I think I have not been out in this direction at all. You hope you have the option to poop in the woods in GTA 6. I have no intention of playing GTA anything. Not my thing. Oh my god. No! I'm gonna lose all my stacks now. Rip. Oh my god, that move is so quick. What? Tar Spore leveled up while my face was getting 8? How did that happen? I don't know what just happened. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Dude, the body is exploding way faster than I remember them doing that. The shoulder charge basically gives you a free riposte at the start of combat. No, I shoulder charged the tree guy twice and it didn't trigger a riposte. His bar was too big. See? I wonder if I hold down the button until it fires on its own, if that does more shoulder charge break bar damage than if you release it right when it's possible. That didn't hit. Dang it! Alright, I do not know the radius of the big thing. Chalice. Ventrium. Tooth of Noxxi. Ventrium. Oh, that's right, the poison thing leveled up. Cures poison, grants 70% poison mitigation for 60 seconds. Grants poison mitigation proportional to tar spores found. I found 55 so far. I wonder if that means it gives 55% mitigation? Whoa, 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 what at? Oh, it's dead. Make an offering. I gave him 100 coin, he gave me 200 gloom. I wonder if that is an infinite exchange? Found the pay-to-win fish, I guess. Alright, so Rook is up there, so the map is up there. So I need to get up there. What? He didn't execute it! Oh my god. I wanted to execute that guy. See, that time he didn't explode immediately. Ooh, that was close. That was close. I almost got. No! That's not good. Just throws him. I don't think I've ever seen that animation. Oh, that did damage to the others that we threw, that got hit with the one that I threw. Interesting. Yeah, look at that. It becomes like a projectile. He had to think about it for a second. Oh, I thought that was dead. It wasn't. Okay, this looks like the entrance to the area where the map is. Is anything up here gonna mess with me?
I brought you gift.
Thank you.
Go on. Take it.
There we go. Much better, much better. We can see a lot more now. What's this? Gold.
Go ahead, Harbinger. Go ahead.
Okay, and I think if I rest, I lose the Slaughterer stacks. Yeah. Ooh, unfortunate. Wait, this beacon's not cleansed? What the heck? Okay, I'll need to do that next time. All right. This guy's pretty cool, but I'm wondering if I should go back to Proxima until I get more glimpses to spend on this guy. I don't know. I do not know. Like, this is really appealing. Because, like, it doesn't say there's a cap. So, in theory, if you get this maxed out, and then you kill 500 enemies, are you immune to damage? I don't see anything there that doesn't say that. Proxima doesn't have a cap. Wait, what? Proxima? Just never rest again? Yeah. Admit you want to see that caboose? The caboose. Anyway, I need another glimpse to get to this. This is, like, really freaking good. This is really freaking good. And then there's a lot of stuff in here that's, like, good. Oh, and that one, if you get this, then you only lose 25% of your stacks when you're severed to resting. Alright, well, we will be back on this later tonight, but for now, we are going to save our progress here, chat. Alright, so, we have got, let's see. Guild Wars 3 news. Hang on just a second. I am going to swap directories here, and we're going to go over this new blog post, because I need to make a YouTube video. So give me just a second here. Let me update the title. And save, and let's check this out. All right. Let's see. I need to mute Nogdog so he doesn't make noises. There we go. All right. Wonderful. Okay. All right. Hello, Guild Wars gamers. Mukluk here, and we've got some Guild Wars 3 news. The third of the 4 expected blog posts related to the races they are adding in Guild Wars 3 has arrived, which we can see here. We have got playable species spotlight, Asura. And immediately upon seeing the picture, we could see, some changes from the Asura that we know and love. One, I mean, that looks like that might be 4 toes. I'm pretty sure they have 3 in Guild Wars 2. I have to go double check. And facial hair, body hair, lots of hair, like halfling levels of hair, hairy feet even. So they are fuzzy wuzzy now, which they are not in Guild Wars 3. So let's see what they have to say. Hello Guild Wars community, I'm Liz Baker, senior narrative designer on Guild Wars 3 with a peek into the Asura of the Orion Golden Age. Just as Tyria looks very different in this time before the exodus of the gods, so does the species of diminutive scholars. While the majority labor to expand their beloved depths throughout the vast subterrane of Tyria, the Asura of Or represent the more adventurous and insatiable of their ilk, an expeditionary lineage who went where their kin dared not go in pursuit of an emerging force that would come to transform their entire civilization, magic. So, really quick recap on the Asura as we know them. In Guild Wars 1, the base game, you never encountered any Asura, but I believe in the Eye of the North expansion of Guild Wars 1, you encounter one, and you go to Radasum, and it's just like, it's a patch of dirt. They don't have the big flying cube city. Most Asuras are underground, and are later driven out of the underground and up to the surface, just like the Skrit and many of the Dredge were, when Primordius woke up and started filling the underground tunnels with lava and destroyers. So not many of them were above ground, which is why some time ago when I was doing just guesses on Guild Wars 3 races, I said Asura were, I would think they would be unlikely, except for the fact that we saw them in the trailer. But if we had not seen them in the trailer, I would have said I thought them unlikely, but it seems that they're writing some into the story in this area. A new old look. In Guild Wars Eye of the North, we met the Asura after they emerged from an extended period of exclusively subterranean living. Their appearance has been shaped by the depths of Tyria, no fur, not much height, large eyes, and pointed teeth. But in the present of Guild Wars 3, over a millennium before Primordus' stirring, Asuran society has a more balanced relationship with the surface. Though fossorial at their core, the Asura do venture above ground for a variety of reasons: business, pleasure, curiosity. So the average Asura you meet in Ore will be a different stripe than their evolved descendants, figuratively and literally. Rougher around the edges, a little taller, though not eye level with humans, a hair furrier. On the inside, however, they very much resemble the species you know and love, with their large inquiring minds and even bigger ambitions. This is especially true of the Asura who migrated to Ore before the start of Guild Wars 3. It was that insatiable urge to discover that kept them going through a decades-long journey of trial and error, from the Maguma jungle to the Shiver Peak mountains and finally to Ore. Just for anyone who's brand new to the Guild Wars franchise that might see this, the Asura are the goblin-sized race that you can play. They are highly intelligent. If you end up going to war against the Asura, it's hard to even reach the Asura because they're going to send an army of golems after you. They'll literally make soldiers and just send those. They constructed most of the waygates, the fast travel system, to get around Tyria in Guild Wars 2. They've got their, flying cube-shaped city, and they frequently blow themselves up when their inventions go wrong, which is similar to WoW goblins. They have colleges. If you make a new character in Guild Wars 2, if you make an Asura, you choose what college you graduated from, which impacts your storyline and stuff like that. But though lacking in some social skills, they are the very intelligent race. Different from the Char, whereas the Char are more steampunk, the Asura technology is closer to like cyberpunk. Okay, the Big Dig. Ore first blipped on the radar of Asuran consciousness during their initial expansion of the depths around 300 BE. Tunnels were stretching out in every direction from the heart of the Maguma jungle, no small feat before the gift of magic. Bound to mechanical tools and physical processes, their engineering efforts cost time, materials, labor, and sometimes the laborers themselves, as a few unlucky crews discovered when their shovels turned toward ore. First, it was the unexpected seawater that flooded a branch of tunnels along the coastline. Then, once they figured out underwater construction, came the tremors emanating from deep beneath the peninsula's abyssal plain. No matter the method or angle of approach, the way would collapse. It was almost as if Ore itself rejected the Asura's digging. Most Asura took these obstacles at face value. Why sacrifice more time and bodies when there's plenty of space elsewhere to dig? But one engineer couldn't give up so easily. Zuel, the arch-engineer, was a young apprentice when, while on an above-ground survey, she glimpsed Ore on the horizon and heard tell of it brimming with impossible magical forces. The memories stuck with her through many obstacles and little progress until her elder years, when she decided to take one last sojourn into the surface. Accompanied by her granddaughter, Naomi, Zuel led them to emerge near the top of Criterion Canyon. Their eyes still adjusting to the light, the pair turned toward Ore just in time to witness a great eruption. Brief and incandescent, paint the horizon. There it was, in stark prismatic relief, the magic of Ore. More potent than anywhere else on Tyria and far less understood, they had to go there. And if the underground was not a viable path, it was time the Asura adapted. On that very spot, grandmother and progeny founded Rata Pten, the humble beginnings of the Asura's most ambitious above-ground expedition in Tyria, fixed squarely on the storied lands of Ore. Launchpad to Ore. At first, many Asura rushed to join the pioneering Radap 10 lab. Zuel and Naomi's joint account of the raw power they witnessed sparked a collective hunger that would one day define them. All craved knowledge of magic to study and master it for the uplift of their species. This fervor only increased as news of humans and Coden migrating to Ore trickled down through the depths. Suddenly, there was a competition, and the Asura were behind. But while the desire to go was strong, the will to do it was in shorter supply. It took many more years of experimentation and investigation before the first step could be taken. Land surveys from which none returned. machines that malfunctioned, and the usual bickering and planning delays of any mass collaborative effort. Blah, blah, blah. Tongue-tied. Only the most daring and committed were left by the time Naomi, soon to be deemed the Trailblazer, formed the Radip-10 expeditionary crew. Save for one notable absence, the night before the journey, Zuel died in her sleep, dreaming of the land her granddaughter would one day reach. And reach it Naomi did, sunburnt, surly, and missing half her crew. The survivors had withstood heat sickness, supply shortfalls, and wildlife encounters. They had left behind all they knew, effectively cut themselves off from their kin in the depths, sacrificed years of their lives, and for what? The unknown land of uncertain challenges, unquantified resources, and the Veil. Years of doubts evaporated in an instant. It had all been worth it. Lifting the Veil. Of course, the dilemmas didn't end with the expeditionary crew's arrival. Their enthusiasm for the land's potential and their no-holds-barred investigation style resulted in more than one clash with Or's native creatures and their protectors. The Veil Wardens came to regard the Asura as reckless, if well-intentioned interlopers. The Asura, in turn, viewed the Order of the Veil as dogmatic and allergic to the march of progress. Eventually, however, the Order did evolve, opening their ranks to all, including the Asura, now decades into their establishment in Or. Only a handful leaped at the chance to learn the guild's ways, especially regarding the artificing of signets. This signature art, passed on by the human gods Doina and Melandru, allowed the Veil Wardens to craft powerful and versatile arms by binding multiple signets to a single weapon. Oh, that's interesting. So, okay, pause there for a second. So, anyone who's played Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2 is familiar with signets. They are abilities, like Ranger has Signet of the Hunt, Guardian has Signet of Mercy. They are skills that look like a little magic rune on the bar. Now, in Guild Wars 1, there was an additional type of signet that was very notable called Signet of Capture, or Capture Signet. And basically what would happen is you would go to the trainer and buy a Signet of Capture training, and it would be on your bar in one slot. And when you defeat an enemy in Guild Wars 1 that has a skill you want that is your class, you can use Signet of Capture, and it will disappear, and in its place, the captured signet of the skill you wanted will appear. So a lot of people have been wondering if Guild Wars 3 is going to have the signet capture system again, where you have to go out and hunt for skills that you want and take them. But this is interesting. A weapon with multiple signets on it. I am wondering if we are, like, we already in Guild Wars 2 have skills that are bound to weapons. Like, you know, when any ranger holds a sword, the 1 through 5 are the same skills. You know, it is unique to the ranger and unique to the sword. If a warrior holds a sword, it's going to be different skills. But signets attached to weapon, I wonder what that could mean. I am briefly reminded of, I forget which expansion it was in World of Warcraft, where everyone basically got an artifact weapon, and there was a talent tree, but it was on the weapon. So the talent tree was attached to that weapon. I'm wondering if they're going to do something along those lines. Or I could be way off, but that is just something that crosses my mind. Let's see. Orion Asura Now. In the present of Guild Wars 3, the descendants of the Radip-10 expeditionary crew have spread all over the continent. And though physically separated from their Tyrian cousins, they have reestablished a long-distance connection with the broader Asuran civilization via Radip-10, which is now a small but strategically located Turanian outpost. Down in the depths, every report passes from crew to crew like an electric current. Even those who once scoffed at the surface expedition now linger over its findings. They can feel it. Something is coming that will change what it means to be Asura. Most can't yet name it, but those who've held a humming signet or witnessed the unique majesty of the Veil spirits already know its shape. The Asura of Or find themselves at the threshold of their species' future. A door leading to an unimaginable transformation is beginning to open. There is much more for the Asura to discover in Or and for us on the dev team to reveal, so stay tuned. We'll cover the spirits born of the Veil's magic, other guilds and their conflicting interests, and late this year, our 4th playable species and their deeply bound destiny with the realm. And that's the end of this blog post. So we were, again, for anyone who might have missed the previous ones, we were told to expect 4 blog posts related to species. We've had human Kodan, now Asura, so the last one is the unannounced fourth race that we don't know, but they said it was going to be new. So I'm pretty sure we can safely say it's not going to be Dwarf or Largos or Tengu or anything that we've seen before in the game and wanted to play, because I think they're just making up a new thing. That's how I interpreted it. I could be wrong, but that was my interpretation of that. This is pretty interesting. It also makes me wonder, we were told that they're going to add another zone in Ore to Guild Wars 2 leading up to the release of Guild Wars 3. This world building that they're doing with these blog posts, like, we might find the remains of Rata 10 in the new zone, or the remains of the Kodan's village in that zone. Like, they could easily put some of these, like, the ruins of what they're whipping up now in that new Guild Wars 2 zone, and I'm wondering if we're going to see it. Like 1,000 years ago, did Arata City have flight, or was that developed later on? I don't know. Because there are multiple, Rata blah, blah, blah in the game, like Rata Primus, I think, Rata Novus, Rata Sum, that are, in the air. I don't know if Rata 10 is there. Oh, someone in chat pointed out the remains of Rata 10 is already in Mount Maelstrom. It's in ruins. Okay, thank you. You remembered something that I did not. I acknowledge that. Okay, might have to go take a second look at that on my end then, and give myself a refresher. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so we're getting history of that then. All right. Well, that is the blog post for today. As always, I'll have a link down below if you want to check it out for yourself, to reread anything. Pretty excited. I know everybody knows my characters, the Asura with the wizard hat. For branding purposes, I'm probably going to play Asura again in Guild Wars 3 and try to find a wizard hat just to stay consistent. But this looks pretty good. I am kind of glad looking at this, because we saw in the trailer that we saw for Guild Wars 3, it kind of showed a side rear shot of the Asura character, and we saw fuzz, and everyone was like, are they covered in hair now? And we were kind of wondering if they were going to look kind of like Yordles from League of Legends, where they were just like fuzzy from head to toe. I'm kind of glad it's not that. I think this looks a bit nicer than, just covered in hair. But yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So we'll keep an eye on this, and I'll be back the next time there's another blog post. As always, if you've got any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, put them in the comment section down below, and I'll fight you there. All right, chat, there we go. The news is done. The news is done. Yeah, I'm going to need to, next time I'm on Guild Wars 2, I'll need to go check out Rata 10 and take a look around, because I did not remember that was already in the game, so I appreciate you telling me. It's close to Fort Trinity. All right. Not going to be the furry race now? I mean, they got less fur than the Kodan. Scruffy looking nerf herders. All right, chat, that is it for the morning stream. Thanks so much for hanging with me today. I'm having a lot of fun with Mortal Shell. I hope you guys are too. And this blog post was a fun read. I think it was longer than the others. I have to double check. This seems like there was more meat to it. But as always, if you're new here, hit that follow button if you're on Twitch. Subscribe to the YouTubes if you haven't already. There's links to that in the chat. And a very special thanks to the patrons who keep me in business. Could not afford to do what I do without their help. And there's a link to that in the chat if you're interested. Shilling complete. I'm going to find someone to raid real quick to support another creator on the Twitch side. Oh, Lord Heisen's life. I am happy to support him. I will send him some love. I will drop you guys off over there. If you want to watch Guild Wars 2 content, that's what he's doing right now. I'll see you guys over there. And I will be back in about 5 hours for more gaming and Mortal Shell. See ya!